What's up, you guys? It's your buddy Kaiju. Welcome back to another review, or should I say a monstrous review, because this figure is ginormous. Do not ask me what figure class this is, because I have absolutely no idea. But this is, I forgot which generation of Transformers this was, but this is Unicron. And me and this figure have been to hell and back. I had this figure for 13 years, ever since I was 6, or possibly 5. But I used to play with this figure all the time whenever I was little, and that's why, as you see, there's some issues with it. Like, he doesn't have his chest plates anymore. Those fell off here, the flaps for those. He doesn't have his stomach no more. He doesn't have his crotch flap. He has one horn that was chewed off because of a dog. And then his little horns right here are missing. And then he has a spike under here that was chewed off. Me and this figure have been through hell and back. But I did not throw it away, because at the time, at the time I got this figure was about $50, 50, 60 bucks. And there's no way I'm getting rid of it. And plus, it has a little bit of sentimental value to me, because I had it since childhood. I cannot transform it because the parts that went with it to transform it are completely gone, chewed up, or anything of the sort like that. Y'all probably hate me for treating figures like this, but I was little whenever I got this figure. I mean, it has a lot of wear on it. And I'm going to stand this figure straight up just so you can see the ginormity of this figure. I had him in that, like, Dragon Ball Z power-up, pose. And there he is, standing straight up, and he stands above the camera. It's a very giant figure. I'm going to move the camera so that way y'all can see the figure. Ginormous figure. Ginormous. And when I say ginormous, I mean ginormous. Well, I'm going to get into the articulation of this figure. His arms can have a whole 360. Has a upper bicep swivel, and he has this here, and you can hear the ratcheting joints. Oh, I don't know if you can hear it. He has a 90-degree bend at the elbow. His wrist is articulated; it could rotate, and he has individually articulated hands. You can move his thumb like this, and he has individual articulated fingers. And that goes for both hands. If you want to know why the hands are different, he came detached right there. That happens. That was part of his transformation before I lost some of the parts. But the reason why he has two different color hands is because this one here used to light up. And if I turn it this way, you can see the little holes where the batteries went. And his head used to light up too. He has this little, I don't know if y'all can hear that. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but he has a button at the top of his head where his head used to light up. This here had a projectile that shot out. And he even came with a little Minicon. Y'all remember? That's the era it came from, whenever they had Minicons. I forgot what generations of Transformers that was. But his head can look all the way up, mainly just because it used to be of his transformation. And you can see the metal pieces right here that connected down here. Right there. So, you know, the batteries would work. He can look all the way up. He cannot look down unless you bend him over. And he can look left, right. No head pivoting or nothing of that. And he does have a 360 waist swivel. Yeah. Oh. His legs come all the way out, so you can get him hitting the splits and doing his karate chop. Watcha! That's Unicron, get out of that position. That don't even look right. Alright. He does not have an upper thigh swivel. It comes up that far. He has a 90-degree bend at the knee, and he has a knee swivel. And it's pretty much hindered from this thing. If you turn this here sideways, you can get a whole 360. Move this up and pull this down. For his feet, you can come up, back, and he does have a little bit of ankle pivot. Ankle pivot. And there are a few gimmicks to this figure. He used to have a mini-con that you can attach right here, and it would cause this here to pop out. I have to do it like this now. And he has that function going on. And I forgot, I think that was like his main blaster, where like if he blasted that, like it could destroy, like, well, it could cause like a serious catastrophe. Because I think, if I remember correctly, I think the Autobots and the Decepticons had to team up against this guy because he was neither Autobot nor Decepticon. He wanted to kill all. As far as I can remember, I most likely am wrong about that. If you know, hit it up in the comments. That's one of the gimmicks. Another gimmick is mainly because of his transformation. Has this slot right here. He can hide his hands in. And just peg that. I remember whenever this figure started losing stuff, I used that as guns. Like 2 cannons, I used them as guns. I remember doing that whenever I was younger. And just get his hand back out. His hand is stuck. Oh, there we go. There we go. And these right here come down and they have 3 holes on each side. So 6 holes in all. That's what she said. No, not really. But you could put projectiles into them and have a mini-con attached to the side right here. And this here would pull forward and it will shoot the missiles out. And then here's the last gimmick of the figure. Mini-con storage, where you take mini-cons and you can store them inside here and close it up. I would transform this figure, but I do not have the parts for it, which sucks. It really sucks. I'll put him back in, and I just pretty much put him back into like that Dragon Ball Z power-up mode. Like how when the Dragon Ball Z characters kind of powered up, they squat down a little bit and put their hands at the side like this and power up. I have to put him like that to put him on my display shelf because he is a really tall figure, and I'm not a weakling, but he has some weight. Look. He wobbles my review station. Like, wow. But he is a massive, massive figure. I think he's like 1.5 feet, 2 feet tall. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this figure review. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Favorite if you wanted to. If you have any comments, hit them up in the comment section. Hit them up in the comment section. I would like to know what you guys think. It's your buddy Kaiju, and I'm glad I remembered this. If you want any of the figures I have reviewed, you can get them at www.bbts.com, aka BigBadToyStore.com. Many good, man. They have so many figures. And they have really good customer service. I've had multiple conversations with the customer service, and they treat you with the utmost respect. No smart mouthing, none of that. Like if you call Walmart customer service, they have like really bad attitudes. I mean, that's not for every Walmart. There's just a few of them in my local area. The Walmart, if you call customer service, you're getting an attitude. The woman up there, she'll give you an attitude in a heartbeat. Oop, hit the bag. But anyway, guys, like the video, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit me with a comment. Go to BigBadToyStore.com for your latest figures and old figures. They have a good wide range. And until next time, guys, later.